Shakespeare's lines. Macbeth. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle! Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Hamlet. What a piece of work is a man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable in action, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It's a consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance, to dream. Ay, there is the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil. Julius Caesar. Friends, Roman countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft entered with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered it. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, and so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral, he was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. As you like it. All the world is a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewling and pecking in the nurse's arm, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwilling to school, and then the lover sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow, then a soldier full of strange oaths and bearded like the power, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. The merchant of Venice. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. Upon the place beneath, it is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. It's mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throne monarch better than his crown. His spectre shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above the spectred sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself. An earthly power doth then show like his gods, when mercy seasons justice. Richard II. This royal throne of kings, this spectred isle, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for herself against infection and the hand of war. Romeo and Juliet. What is in a name that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. 12th night. If music be the flute of love, play on. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Henry IV. I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for Dow's to Beckett, Othello. What is mine is yours, and what is yours is mine, measure for measure. Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall, measure for measure. Full fathom 5 their father lies, of his bones are coral made, those are pearls that were his eyes, nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. The Tempest. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. The Tempest. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend. Hamlet. Brevity is the soul of wit. Hamlet. We have been at a great feast of languages and stolen the scraps. Love's labour lost. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling birds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sonnet. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Macbeth. All that glitters is not gold. The Merchant of Venice. Love is blind, and lovers cannot see the petty follies that themselves commit. The Merchant of Venice. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. As you like it. The course of true love never did run smooth. A midsummer night's dream. Love looks not with the eyes,